Russia Marco Bravura. I was born in Italy, Ravenna. It's the city of mosaic. And I attend the School of Art of Mosaics. Then I moved to Venice and I lived there for 20 years more or less. And then I learned to become a sculptor. So I did sculpture, I did painting, and did mosaics. I've been living in Russia the last 12 years and I'm very happy to be here. I came to Russia more than 12 years ago. I've been invited here. One person that met me in Italy, Ismail Akhmetov, is a person in love with my work, like mosaics especially. Came to Ravenna. He was doing this big monument with a lot of students around me in this laboratory. He invited me, why don't you come and see? And so I came here for a short time. And then I felt something really special here. I cannot really explain what, but basically it was like the feeling of the possibility to do something that maybe in Italy is not possible anymore. He was very strong to invite me here. And I said, doing what? And I said, well, whatever you want. I will provide you a studio and everything. I said, okay, let's see. Next time I came, and then the studio was amazing. The material he provided and everything. Then slowly we start with some exhibition, and then that's the way it happened. Oh, welcome to Dom Literator. This is the place where I live. I might show you the whole thing here. We start from the bar, which is the place where I take my breakfast every morning. These are the works of different artists from Ravenna. This is mine, for example. This is French artist. And this is mine again, these two waves. So this is the place. This is a bar, nice place. This decoration, for example, been done by my daughter. She did the design of this floor. I want to do something different, you know. And this place was in complete ruins. It took 3 years to make a restoration. This is our library, which normally is empty. But this is the work of my daughter again, you know, which is not ready, it's not finished yet. It's a very interesting installation. It's about alchemy. It's called alchemy because, you know, she wanted to show 1,000 artists from the last century, from the 1917 with the Duchamp fountain, which is this pissoir, very famous, you know, is not yet there. So the idea is that, you know, the real alchemy is like you have a very piece of canvas, you know, and then you with very little money, you just paint, and after years it becomes, you know, maybe the value of millions of euros. That's a real alchemy, from nothing to the which is also the concept of Duchamp project. This is our concert room, which every Saturday, every week, we have a concert here.
And you also have your works that
are
made like icons, like Russian icons.
This work were the first exhibition I did in Moscow 8 years ago. The title was Icons, and the technique is like, you know, gold on wood, and the people came and said, "Where are the icons?" So they just see these leaves, you know. But the idea is just to instead to have the image of the Madonna with the Bambino. I put, you know, one icons which is the icon of nature. The leaves it becomes like you know, bishop, you know, full of precious gold and this and that. But is a kind of little provocation, you know. We want to keep the planet the way that we should give back to our children. We have a little gallery here, which we show, we organize an exhibition of many artists, from young artists, old artists from Moscow. This is a piece of mine, which is a sculpture that, you know, it's called inner enchantment, because, you know, this is what you find when you cut one shelf. You know, you see the movement of the water that creates the shell itself. So, and this movement is the movement that moved the universe. I can show you one room. It's, by the way, it's my room. This is where I live. We spend you have our breakfast here with a beautiful view again. And then sometimes in spring you see squirrels going up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are so cute. You know, they go ups and down there, and they get the food prepared for the winter. And then very soon we will see the small ones. That's huge. Okay, this is Paolo, the oldest. You know, the Paolo is the father of the Australian. This is the Australian. This is Daniel. This is me. This is Dushana, my daughter, and her daughter. Okay, this is the family. I chose mosaic because I've been born in Ravenna, and then Ravenna we have the best Byzantine church. And then since we were kids, you know, we visit this place. And then for a kid, it was something amazing, amazing decoration, the light. I really felt that I liked that. So when I came back after years to Ravenna, I opened a studio there. That in Ravenna, in it, the mosaic was just forget. It's exactly what happened in Russia. Because in Russia, they did a lot of mosaic, and beautiful mosaics, you know. Even just think about, you know, the metro station that, you know, it's finished. Nobody, they keep on doing, maybe using mosaic for church icons, but nothing for new, absolutely nothing about contemporary new art. So that's why also we are here to encourage, to push, to see if artists, and something is happening. This is our school, which, as you can see, you know, we wanted to create a place where the children, the moment they step on, they should fall in love with this place. So this is the entrance. You see, this mosaic has been done. Everything you see here is new. We make a good restoration, except that ladder, which is original, even though most was broken piece, and then we restore it and we color it again. In Tarusa, there have been many projects going on somehow. So the idea is just to bring some beauty here, but you know where to start. So the started was Ismail Akhmetov again, which is very much interested in education. He found this place in the middle of the city. It was old building, very bad condition. Really, in the moment, you know, he started to restore this building. By the way, it was the first thing we did here in Tarusa. And the way it's been done is amazing. Design is our design, you know. That was kind of laboratory, testing material, find something different, because this floor is not a floor that you can find in the house, anywhere, because this was an invention. So, okay, let's try this. We could be free to try anything because we didn't have customers, you know. So now there is this school and is a full success. Every day children they go there, they can paint, they make mosaics, they make anything they wanted to do, to make, and everything is supported by Ismail Akhmetov, you know. He restore that and he give back to the community. As you can see, they use exactly the same material we use for mosaic. Even though I push them to use any kind of material, like buttons, cup, I mean anything, you know. But it's because, you know, before to start, especially when they are so young, you know, to use the sniper, to use the glass cut, I mean, it's quite not very dangerous, but you can cut yourself, which is a part of the learning, you know. You have to learn how not to cut yourself, but it happened. But so I'm glad that, look, they use the material for mosaics, a lot of colors, of course, you know. Another class. You see? Almost 8 o'clock, they are still here working. Hours. But you know, to spend hour here is like, it's more interesting than play, because they are playing, but they are playing, making something that lasts first. Look at this work, they are wonderful. Made by plastilin. You should see by close. Very accurate work. The color are amazing. We collaborate on the design of the school, what to keep, what to do, not only me, my daughter also, she worked a lot, and other artists, other people, architects. So here you see, there are students everywhere, and it's very classical, but they are growing up. Young boys, young girls. So they are really going now in the academical learning. After be free, you become like, start to learn the rules in order to break them one day. We see the children are happy, they come, and then the parents, they're happy, they are after school, they have a place to do what they want in art field. My favorite hobby is archery. You know, I used to do that in Italy years ago when I was younger, but when I came here, recovered this hobby, and I'm very glad to do it. It's relaxed, and then, you know, to shoot someone, it's very relaxing. So, yes, as you can see, I'm left, so I have my special arch, because not many people are left. Then you have to look over there, and whatever happened. Okay, that was good. When I saw Alienova, I was so impressed of how much care, that care to keep beauty on that territory. Everything was perfect, you know. And then we visited the house of him, which doesn't even seem a Russian house. It's different, you know. Maybe you think you are north of Denmark, north of Europe. And then we visit his house, his collection, the painting of his friends, and then you think, oh, it would be so nice to be here on those days, you know. To me, I met him, you know, such a warm environment, you know. You visit here and then first the first floor, the second floor, then you get to that place where there is this charcoal painting, you know, about Christ, and that's something, you know. I wish to know this person, but it's too late, too late. Genova is the kingdom of Vasily Palianov. He is very, very present here. He's a presence you can feel everywhere here. For example, this was not him, it was another artist. He made these mosaics, which is amazing, using the stones from the river, from the Ocker River, you know, not paint, not nothing, just to get. And then, of course, if you see this from far, you think it's a picture. When you go closer and closer, you see, oh, this. Russian, it's always shows some special, something you don't expect. You don't expect. All of a sudden, you are there and you say, "Oh, what's that? That's something different, some dreams." I feel a lot of kindness. It's not luxury place, but it was very, very warm place. Very warm. We would not expect. You know, everything is warm here. The wood, the colors, and everything. You like to live in a place like that. Finally, we are in Palianov studio, and then I can say it's a perfect studio for one person. You know, light is perfect for north. That means that it doesn't change much during the day because it was south. You know, you have a sunshine. It could not work with that twilight. So you choose the right place, no doubt. And then it's so amazing to see, you know, for example, this picture, you can recognize the same chair, the same fireplace, and then the instrument. I mean, it is always fascinating. I have my first kid, I was 16 when he got born, and my wife, she was 15. So we know each other a long time, and we're still together. We've been together for 53 years. So when we met, really, I was 15, she was 14. I have 3 kids. I can say I'm very fortunate because I'm not a good character somehow, but you know, I just do my job. You know, the rest is her responsibility. She took care of everything and in order to allow me to be free.
My life in Russia started with Russia in my life in Italy, because for many years, being friend of Tonino Guerra and his wife, all their friends coming to Ravenna, it was me taking them in excursia. And so I get used to Russian well before, you know, to come here. I've been always, you know, dealing with the world of art all over the world, wherever we would go. Art was the main concern. I've never been in flesh, in real, in front of iconostas. So to be there for the first time, you know, to be there in a Russian church in front of this art, the impact was great.
My favorite place in Russia is Tarusa, which is a small village in the Kaluga region. It's about, you know, in winter about 8,000 people, in summer 80,000 people, because there are people coming from Moscow, they attach here. And this is a very amazing place. Amazing for many reasons. First, because the nature is wonderful, it's beautiful. This Ocker River, forest, but not only that, you know, this place has been like a place where a lot of intellect, I mean, Marina Tsvetaeva was here, Bella Madunieva, Richter have the dacha in the past, of course. So it's a place very special, I would say. Someone said that, you know, in Tarusa you breathe air and poetry comes out. When I came here to Tarusa, you know, for me this place was so inspired. First, I started to work on the facade of my studio. It took me 1 year of work to do that because, you know, it's a lot of work. It's like 10 meter by 3 old facade. Not only that, of course, the other thing had been I did it here, which you know is some pieces in town also, because we thought to create one art park with something, some sculpture there. I think it's a good idea, because you know the attitude that I bring from Italy. You know, in Italy there are beautiful cities, many little villages. They are like piece of art, and that is the pleasure to live in a beautiful place. So we try to do the same here. Not only in Moscow and Petersburg, there are beautiful cities, but the province also needs to be. You want to live in a place where you can see some beauty, some art, and this is exactly, Tarusa is a laboratory for bringing beauty in the country.